61, ain't it? Can't be a crank. That's too small. Yeah, I'm 61, Gus. I mean, Hog.
Hold on, goddamn Sam Jim.
Damn, bro, how we supposed to do that? They asked me to concede. But I was just trying to do, like, change my color or something. Like, how are we supposed to do that?
You did apologize to me. The fuck you mean you apologize to us?
Hey, geez, Greg Walls got number 30. Greg Walls got number 30. I got 1 through 5 there, 7, 13, 14, 16, 29, 27, 26, 20, 21, 37.
Hey, Hog, I feel this pain. I understand what he's saying.
The first drive will start at the 25. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Including it to the right side. Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now first carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you can be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. To throw his Carr. Tries. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll good for 37 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's Jacobs. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with goal coming out.
Hey, that's a great run right there on first down.
I've been playing.
But now you've said what?
I said I've been playing.
You been playing?
Yeah.
Man, you ain't been playing shit, man.
I mean, I'm on my league game right now.
You in the game right now?
Yeah, I was in my league game.
Shit, nigga, send the invite.
I'm just in a league game. I just told you that.
Oh, how many leagues you in?
Just one other one.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Yeah.
Shit, I'll catch you then.
All right.
Man,
that shit still get worse. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. My wife still go out to the club with her daughter. Her daughter like 41. Good G.
Look at the picture, if I'm not the picture of the 61, that was the baby gonna look like, Look at this,
Crazy as hell. Hey, man. How old is that is, Jesus? What, about 23, 24?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've got a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 17-yard line. They run here with the 2nd-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. That big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
No matter how many times I try to fucking fix that.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
Cortland Sutton has shown plenty of times that he's a big-time player. capable of making the plays that you need to be a wide receiver one in this league. Now his goal is to return to his 2019 Pro Bowl form. 776 yards in 2021. He picks up a first down there.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They go play action with Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Again, Wilson. And the Raiders have got him. That's Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Back to throw. Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Got the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did, and they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Raiders have 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
A 2-yard pickup makes it
Throwing his car on 3rd down. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. We're scoreless after one.
first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
Now Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. They'll get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Now Carr. And that is incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again. Maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
37-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
That time he was looking for Jerry Judy, and it's 2nd down. Wilson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Slot man moves right. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Two strike, chief.
On second down, Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Carr now to throw. This is caught by Williams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, he got 4 on third down. Everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he will take it down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Carr now on first down. Looking deep for Adams. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Vegas. 46 yards.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know what all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays. And now they've got their backs to the goal line.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Raiders 10, Broncos 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On second down, Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one down the line of scrimmage.
Now a third down throw, and it misses the target, incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with a 10-0 lead, you figure they won't try to do anything foolish here.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs.
And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds.
A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He hits Adams, complete. Touchdown. Devontae Adams. In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Raiders 17, Broncos nothing.
Seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half. But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That what a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs to the 43, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Carr. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack.
Brings up 3rd down.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Williams brings it in. And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And that's complete to Adams. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They're still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
To throw again is Wilson. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
First down, Broncos.
Now Wilson.
This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That's the end of the
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
There's Wilson to throw. On the move to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down.
Touchdown, Broncos.
Albert Okwuegbunam, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick the run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime It's down to a two-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. It worked perfectly. They got to patch together a good drive right here and now.
Those defensively got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. On 2nd and 7, Carr. He'll find Williams on the slant. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
That's good for Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To throw, it's Carr. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Counter play with Jacobs. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, I think there's any question where at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 or 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Carr. He completes it right side to White. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Carr going to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
A 60-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and the lead will hold at 10. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. Oh, he fakes a spike. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And this is caught by Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. As the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough. Where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for Las Vegas, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.